Hey YouTube, this is Zach with Achilles Financial, and today I want to talk about a stock that I think is a key foundation to building a new portfolio. This is something that you can find on any major stockbroker platform, and we are going to be looking at Apple, and they trade on the NASDAQ under the ticker symbol AAPL. Now, Apple has had an incredible year. If we just even look at the 2021 chart, or rather the 2020 chart, you can see that they experienced nearly 50% growth. You even saw a huge spike back in August when they went through the series of buying, or rather doing a split. And so they split the stock into a smaller segment. And it has been insane to see just the growth in terms of how well they've continued to grow since then. When we look at why they're growing, it was not simply because they were a key foundation and during the coronavirus in terms of a company that was continuing to do well, but rather they were continuing to be very, very profitable. And you can see that they were not just beating estimates, but they were absolutely killing their estimates over the course of the past 4 quarters. And you can see that during the 2019 into 2020, this chart right here, where their positive surprise was healthily beating those expectations. So this is something that we anticipate going to continue. And even if it's not a beat, we want to see that growth continue. The reason why Apple has even had a little bit of a run up over the course of the past month is because they said that they are going to be exploring the idea of entering the electric vehicle market, and that is something that they may look to explore in the 2023 to as late as 2025 time period. Well, I do think that's important. I don't know how much further that could cause a company like an Apple to grow. I would anticipate something like that to happen over the course of a acquisition, as opposed to them go out and spend the money to develop that themselves. Rather, what I really think is going to blow off this top, you can see that we are entering a time period where it was just as high as it was back in September. I think we're going to do a push for the 140 to 150 is going to be the introduction of 5G rollout. So we are seeing a lot of potential in the 5G sector going forward into next year, and Apple is poised to capitalize on that with their monetary support and the fact that they have the capability of going out and selling their 5G enabled iPhones. So there's that, as well as I think that there's one huge thing that Apple's always been well known for, and that would be its cash and short-term investments. I want to highlight that the numbers that you see here on the screen are in millions of dollars. So they have north of $100 billion in reserve right now, and that is huge for a company this size. Again, Apple is over a $2 trillion company, so that is a huge deal that they have that much cash on hand, because it prevents people from being able to buy into their who they're going to be going after. They can not take on competitors because they have the capability of fending them off, as well as they can make strategic acquisitions, and that's something that they've continued to do. So you can just see, just as we look at some of the assets, having this much cash on hand is insane, and it gives them the capability to access, you can see right here, basically the equivalent of $91 billion. So huge capabilities there. However, they also do have some longer term debt. However, that doesn't necessarily concern me because, again, they're continuing to be profitable. They can restructure that as need be, as well as a lot of that is purposely taken on debt so that they don't have to get rid of some of that cash. So there's a lot of catalysts that are present for a Apple stock, and all of that gets wrapped into the fact that they do have a small dividend that they also pay out. So it's nothing crazy, but it is something that is worth having. This is a stock that, from a long-term growth perspective, is an excellent example of why you should buy and hold for the long term. I will continue to buy into Apple. This is one that they and Microsoft are two of my go-tos. And you can see that if you have been buying into Apple over the course of the past 5 years, you can see the success that it has shown. So I think that this is only going to continue, and I think they're a great company. The price right now is high. However, again, if you just continue to buy, I don't think that that's going to be a problem. So if you find this content helpful, if you've got a different stock that you think we should be checking out here on the channel, let me know in the comments below, or feel free to join our Discord where you can find out when I'm buying stocks like Apple or other stocks, and let me know. So thanks. If you found this content helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. Thanks, everyone. Talk to you later.